Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Oh my goodness. My first hexagon cardigan started right next to something I have not finished. What am I thinking? Hi there. So, today is my daughter's 7th birthday. Happy birthday, honey bunny. I hope you have a wonderful day. I have stayed up late. Again, as usual. Like, that's just me. Stayed up late. 2 dozen cupcakes cooling on the counter. All ready to be iced tomorrow. Rainbow sprinkles inside them. Rainbow sprinkles on the top. It's going to be pretty. We've got all her gifts wrapped. And, okay, I have this special garland that I made for her. She is a giant Lala Loopsy fan. If you don't know what a Lala Loopsy is, don't fret. These dolls, big, small, she absolutely adores them. That's the Alice in Wonderland special edition one that its head doesn't like to stay on too well, so we're trying to figure out what glue works best to keep her together. Anyway, so when she was 2, I gave her the biggest Lala Loopsy birthday party ever. And so I made a garland. They have little button eyes in their little world. They have buttons on their trees and their little scrap materials all over. So I took the time to make this giant yarn, cardboard painted, sparkly, button-based, bright, rainbowy garland. And so for her birthday for the last 5 years, it gets hung up for her birthday. So it always makes her very happy to wake up in the morning and see her garland out. And last couple of years, I came across this really cute. Somebody else just gave it to me, and it's exactly what my daughters love. So it's a Hello Kitty happy birthday sign. So that goes up as well. I try not to do balloons because in my house, for some unknown reason, my children fight over balloons like you would not believe. So, boom, not happening. So I got her gift done. The only thing we have to do is figure out how she wants to fasten it. Does she want a button? Does she want it fastened? I softened it right up. I soaked it in fabric softener. There's my words. I'm a little tired. Fabric softener for a good 2 hours today. And gave it a wash in cold water and dried it up real nice. Scrunched it, scritched it, rubbed it all over, and it is a whole lot softer. Now that I've washed it, I like it a lot more than I did. I was feeling a little nervous, and I'm kind of feeling like this will be fine. So because last night after I finished it and put it away, I put my tape away before I forget. Anyways, I was at a point where I was kind of worried that maybe it wouldn't go over very well, but I think it's going to go over just fine. So, I have my poor cake that is just weak as a kitten because I've just been manhandling it. I decided to start a hexacardigan. I've been wanting to do one. And this one would be for my eldest daughter. So if she really doesn't like that one, I have a plan B. So far, it's gorgeous. I love the colors for her. And if this one ball, because going through it quite quickly, doesn't work out filling it, I have this one or possibly that one. But this one I feel is going to be too thin. But this pink that I've gotten to is a lot thinner than the other ones, but it is super soft. So let's just pull this out. My Snuggle Sidar is not going to be used. Not a chance. Not for this. This I'm actually considering maybe making. There's a hat that Bago Day recently put out, and it's a very 1920s hat. Sorry, this is way too close to the microphone. I'm sure that just picked all of it up. It is a very sensitive microphone. It died last night while I was making my video. And, yeah. Because I think this and this. But I'm not loving the idea of it. So, nah, it's way thinner. I think this is supposed to be thicker, but for some reason this one is just really thin. No, it's too much of a difference. I don't think that's going to work. I was thinking it might. But, no. So I'm just going to shove you back on the shelf there. This guy, however, and I put these two together for a reason. Like, I like the color contrast. And they are like virtually the same thickness. So I'm really leaning towards this. It's not her favorite coloring, but I think having the lighter pink rainbow and the darker bluer side with the yellows and blues might actually be okay, I hope. So yeah, I have some decorating to do tomorrow. I've been wanting to do something for myself the last couple days. I did some cleaning up today. I put away a little more yarn that I'm done with for now. And I just put them up on the shelf where they go instead of leaving them on my bed beside my head, because I'm notorious for that. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. We'll go like that. Go like that. And I'm trying to see what I'm doing here, and I'm going by feel. I can go by feel if I want to, but I just I like to look. I saw a funny reel today on Facebook that made me laugh pretty hard. This girl was doing amigurumi, and she's going like this, pretending to crochet, saying that's how people on TikTok and Instagram and stuff look in their videos. And then she's just staring at the camera, smiling. And then she's like, and then there's how I crochet, and I couldn't stop laughing because that's totally how I feel, because I'm always looking at it. I'm making these so funny faces. I thought it was just really funny. But yeah, I've got a couple new games to try out. I wanted to try out the farming simulator game. I want to grow some crops. Something nice and relaxing. I can probably crochet while I play that game. Yeah. Started my library book today while I was making cupcakes this evening after I finally got the girls to bed, and it's cool enough for me to do a quick bake-off. It's only about 20 minutes to bake them. I'm not really liking it much. It's not grabbing me, and I don't know. I don't think I like the main character very much already. Just kind of not vibing. But I will keep going. See how it goes. Her parents just died in a car accident, and her drunken brother called her to tell her 2 days after the fact. Ooh, I'd be mad. But we'll see how it goes. So, I'm going to work on this because I really want to make one of these. I'm pretty sure this is a Karen, and if it's a Karen cake, I absolutely love this. This is really fluffy and soft. I'm really enjoying the feeling of it, especially after working with the Super Save, the Red Heart there for a few days, like a week and a half. I have to finish lining my bags, and I'm really bad at procrastinating it because I'm not a big fan of hand sewing. But I don't want to pull out my sewing machine and have it come through on the other side, so it's not what I wanted to do. So I am going to finish hand sewing the two, and that's all I have left to do with them. Everything else is completely done. Get this video out, get ready to party. And by party, probably my now 7-year-old, ooh, fancy, wants to learn how to crochet. So she says, we've tried learning with how to do a chain, and she really didn't take to that too well, but she might. I think she's got a couple things she wants to make, and it's totally fine. If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't have to. If she wants to, she can. I have plenty of cute scrap yarns and can get her some. Lots and lots of different hooks. Nice big thick ones to practice. Yeah, I'm really liking this pattern. I downloaded a version of it from Hobie, and I'm also cross-referencing with another video that's pretty much the same thing, but it just for some reason it feels weird to me when I'm doing anything granny square to turn my work the opposite way and go backwards. So that's been throwing me off, because in this one in particular, once you get back to your beginning, you chain one, you slip stitch, and then you turn around and you slip stitch it back into the main chain two space, and that threw me off. So I needed to see a video. Well, I'm pretty happy to see that. It was fairly easy to find. My Pinterest has gone a little weird on me. There's a lot of infomercials that's showing me. I saw about 4 this evening, nothing crochet related, which was very strange because usually that's mostly what I look at. So, a little disappointing. But that's okay. Tonight I'm supposed to not be crocheting. I'm not supposed to be doing any of these kind of things, but I am anyways because I can't help myself. I've been sneaking in rows of this. I actually have been wanting to do my diamond art. I have about 4 on the go. I only do them once every couple weeks, if that, maybe a couple hours, if that. And there's a few that I really want to get done soon. So I unpacked all my diamond darts. I unpacked the rest of my, I'll say about half the clothes I had put aside. I've wrapped gifts, made cupcakes, did some dishes, did some crochet, drank a lot of coffee. And so I think when I'm done this, I'm going to turn on a nice relaxing show. I may play a game probably tomorrow. But tomorrow is my daughter's day, so maybe I'll play something with her. We'll do something artsy with her. She sometimes likes to do artsy things with me. One of the upcoming projects I have, after I give myself a day, I have to start a whole whack of amigurumis. But I made this shrug last year. Let me pull this sucker out. I had to steal it back from my mom. Now this is all out of my different scrap yarns. Can I see that? We're good. Like, so pretty, so gorgeous. She loves the colors. Unfortunately, it's a little tighter than we would like. So I have to pull all this out and just keep going. So that's going to be my easy peasy, relaxing, watching TV kind of, when I don't feel like following something, but I want to keep my hands going. Because I find just sitting there staring at the TV, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And I do really enjoy watching TV, but I feel like I'm wasting my time. So if I can be working on something, that's cool. But sometimes I just don't I feel a little overwhelmed at the end of my long day, so my brain just does not want to follow a difficult pattern. So granny square, corner to corner, those kind of things are really nice and super relaxing for me, where I end up getting into a sleepy mode. Being an insomniac, that's super helpful. I don't have to take pills. I don't really like drinking the teas because my daughter the youngest one, still wakes up in the middle of the night for whatever reason, a drink, a hug, whatever, bad dream. So I don't like being so deeply asleep that I wake up and I'm grumpy with her, because then it just makes everything just bad for me, for her, and the whole household, because she wakes up and she starts crying because she feels like mommy's not loving her enough, she says. That's very heartbreaking. But mommy does love her enough, and she knows that. So, yeah. I feel like this Hexie cardigan's probably, if I end up working on it throughout tomorrow, I don't see this being a very, very hard, long project, unlike what I just did. I didn't think the last one was going to be long, but then I ran into so many different things because I didn't really follow somebody else's pattern. I kind of tried things until I found what I liked. I'm super excited that it's not so stiff. It is super... I could roll it in a ball when yesterday I couldn't, so that was really good. My husband put it on over his arms and his shoulders, so I guess the arms are going to fit her. And he walked around with it. He's like, well, it's not going to make her itchy. I'm like, of course not. It's just acrylic. But he doesn't know anything really about yarn, and he also doesn't really know anything about color and fashion, so he was just kind of not so sure about it. But now that it's looking fuzzier and softer and a lot more wearable, maybe he's seeing my vision. He made me feel a little nervous about it yesterday by making a face like, ugh. I hate it when he does that. Everything I make is really for the person. Like, I made him a really nice toque last year. Beanie toque, wherever you're from. In Canada, it's a toque. And I made it with, not log jammers, fisherman. It's a fisherman stitch. So it's ribbed. It's ribbed all the way around throughout the whole thing. And I did it in 2 rows of red, 2 rows of black in a thicker Hobie Amigo. So it is really soft, it's really thick, and it's really warm. I did the same thing for my son in 2 browns, because brown is his favorite color. I just wanted to have 2 tones to their hats, and they won't wear them. They're afraid they're gonna wreck them. They're afraid they're gonna get them dirty, and I'm a little annoyed and a little hurt. So I'm gonna make them wear them this year. As soon as it gets cold, put that on your head. Wear it. I made that for you. Wreck it. I don't care. It wasn't made for you to not wear it. Those are your colors. They both told me they don't want to get it dirty. They don't want to get them wrecked because I did such a nice job on them, and I'm just like, I'm not buying it. Stop selling that at my door. Use it. Just use it. That's why I made it. I didn't even use the really good yarn. I used the, like, don't get me wrong, Amigo is a dream to work with. Really enjoy that. Really nice feeling. Frogs easily. Nice thick weight. Felt super nice in the hands, kind of like this does. This still has a little more of a delicate edge to it, though. So this definitely feels like a very feminine yarn. If yarn can be feminine, I'm sure it can. And I'm sure yarns can be masculine. I would assume that, like a bouquet, some of the thicker ones might be a little more masculine. Might be. I've never worked with them yet. I have a few, and I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit cooler to decide what I want to do with my mix and match, because I have 6 or 7 different colors, and I'm thinking about maybe doing something patchworky with the different kinds. Maybe a duster kind of like my daughter has, but with some more basic designs, because a lot of them are pretty dark. Like one of them's a super dark maroony brown red. I have a matching lip liner, and it has a sparkle streak through it. And it's really, really, really pretty. It's really soft, but it's also really cushy at the same time. So anyways, next up is going to be a whole whack of amigurumis. I have to do a kitty of some sort. That has been requested to me over and over. The request from the bigger one I was unable to fulfill. A couple of them were not things I could find patterns for, so I will definitely make up for that at Christmas. And the sweater took up a lot more time than everybody else's stuff for the week before. I should have started her stuff, the girls' stuff, a lot earlier. Foolish mortal. I, for some reason, thought I had more time between the birthdays. And then I get to it, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have that extra time. I only have enough time to do one thing. So I'm hoping that maybe midday I'll have this done, because I know this is going to be something she is going to absolutely love. I know she'll like the other one, but this is yarn she's been looking at for a while, and hoping that I'll make her something cute with it. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I'm going to have a rockin' birthday. Lots of hugs, lots of kissing, lots of loving on my baby girl. I love her so very, very much. I hope you have a wonderful day like I'm going to. See you soon.